Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Lynn Carey and I am here to talk with you about changing perceptions. So back in 1994, when I first discovered chiropractic, my perception was changed on health and healing. After having a surgery that wasn't necessary 5 years prior and years of sickness that the medical world could not help me with, I found chiropractic. And it talked about how the power that made the body heals the body. And it forever changed my life. It put me on a new path. Was it a quick fix? No. I still had pain for years. But I learned to heal myself. And all fear of disease left. It's an illusion. We have the power to heal ourselves. And that changed my perception. And I would share this with people. People would come to me with a disease name. I would give them my perspective. And a lot of times they would still choose the medical route. Maybe they had to go through a little more pain and suffering first. Maybe it wasn't their time to evolve. That's fine. It just happened recently. There was a young girl here. She's in her mid-20s. She got diagnosed. She had a lot of pain. She got diagnosed with an autoimmune disease, got a pill. It took the pain away. She was happy with that. And I told her, don't get trapped in taking that drug, because now you're adding more toxins to the system and you never healed yourself of why your body was doing that in the first place. But she didn't want to hear it. She wanted the quick fix. She wanted to live her life and not be bothered. And if that's what she wants to do, no problem. Most people are like that. But I say that's their prerogative. That's their choice. I would do something different. And that's all I would do. That's it. You can just offer it to people. In 1998, my perception was changed again about money. I opened up my practice. I had no business skills, no money skills, and I just had to teach myself because I didn't get any of that in school. And I read a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and he talked about creating assets that are tax shelters and create residual income versus trading time for money. He goes, you can never work enough today and save to be financially free. And that forever changed my perception. And I hated school. I mean, I got a bachelor's, I got a doctorate, and I had A's. I worked my butt off and I hated it. And that hate and that stress every day contributed to my disease and to my sickness. But I did it because I thought I had to. And when I got out and learned that it was all unnecessary, that I didn't have any of the skills to be successful in life or to be financially free in life. Because if you're financially free, then you can do whatever you want. You can explore any avenue that you want to. And I was angry. When that perception changed, I was really angry. When my perception changed about health, it's funny, people around me were mad about my surgery, my spinal surgery. They thought that was a criminal act. I never felt that way. Maybe because I was too sick and I was just so excited to find something that different that could work, and that started working. But when I read the Rich Dad, Poor Dad book, I was angry. And I'm still angry because I can't believe this is still happening today. And so, and I would share this with people. People really didn't care. But again, that's their prerogative. That's their choice. I would do something different. And so after, and also that even contributed me to homeschool my son. I'm like, I'm not going to put him through that schooling. And I see parents putting their kids in school, and I question that. I kind of think they're crazy. I think they're missing something. I'll talk to them about their kids. Do they have a financial statement? Are they financially free? And they just kind of blow it off. And that's fine. That's their prerogative. That's their choice. They can do what they want. I'm doing something different. I want my son to be set up differently. 18 years in practice. I saw that lifestyle, not being happy at a job, not being in a happy relationship, not having enough time, not having enough money, using too many toxins on your skin, in your diet, causes disease, contributes to sickness. And I was looking for a way out. Most people didn't want to hear what I had to say. They were too busy. And so after 18 years in practice, I decided I didn't want to play the role of a doctor anymore in a practice. People shouldn't look to me to get well. They need to go within. They need to do the work within to get to empower themselves. You have to do the healing work. Healing happens within your mind and with the choices that you make. You have to learn to do that. And I found with network marketing, I could set myself up to be free and empower others to be free. that is the perfect vehicle. It's the perfect arena to learn to be healthy, to actually do the work, because you have to do the work. It's not a quick fix. To be healthy, to change your finances over, and to learn the skill set to do that, and the mindset to do that, to become the leader of your own life. And it takes work to do that. Most people tell me no, and a lot of people tell me no who are, to me, living in the rat race. They have no savings, they have no way out, they're living paycheck to paycheck, they're at the mercy of their boss, they're working really hard for someone else. And, or even with, again, I see people again choosing, they're labeled with a disease, but they don't ever even detox themselves. I think it's insane. But I don't say anything. I offer what I offer. They say no. That's their prerogative. That's their choice. I would do something different. And so then we get to government. Let's talk about government. I never paid much to government. I don't watch news. I don't watch mainstream media, because if you don't feel that harsh, negative energy, I don't even know what to say. I don't know how anybody can watch that. It's so derogatory. Always thought that for the last 25 years. I never got my information from there. And they never answered questions. It was like a circus. And so I'm like, fine, government, whatever. As long as it doesn't bother me, I'm gonna keep empowering my life. I'm finding ways to be healthy on my own. I'm finding ways to be wealthy on my own. I'm finding ways even to work around the system legally on my own. I'm empowering myself on my own. And people say they want to get into government. A couple of people have told me that recently, and I thought that was interesting, because they never learn to heal themselves. They're not financially free. And I'm like, you don't even have your own life under control. Why do you want to go and tell other people what to do? Or make laws to benefit other people, to rule their life? That's a little disconnect, right? So I was always about the grassroots movement. When I opened up my practice, I really thought I was going to change the world with chiropractic. And then I realized people didn't want to hear it, which shocked me. I couldn't believe they didn't want to hear it. Choosing surgeries they didn't need. Choosing drugs they didn't need. And not question it. Shocked. But I got over it. I got over it because I'm like, okay, I can do a grassroots movement. I'm going to keep working on myself. I'm going to become my best self, shine my brightest light, and I can offer people, I can just influence people with my light and with things that I do. The things that I do, especially with my business, it empowers people to have the same thing, to live their best life, to own their health, own their wealth, own their mindset. But then this crisis happened. And, because I homeschool my son, I actually unschool him. We don't do any traditional stuff anymore, because by the time he got to 6th grade, it was a waste of time. I was learning true economics to teach him and how to invest in value, things that have value. And I knew, getting back to government, I knew our economic system. People say we had a good economy before the crisis. I was waiting for it to burst. It was like we had a big cracked damn wall with little Band-Aids on it, all over, holding it together. So I was waiting for it to burst. I didn't see the psyop with the crisis coming in. I'm never a bit afraid of them creating another disease. I don't care what they create. Doesn't have any fear. I understand how my body heals. I have control of my health. If you felt that way, you wouldn't have any fear either. You have your power back. I just couldn't believe how they shut the world down in 3 days. In the disguise of a virus. And it was a cover-up because the economy was about to crash. And if we really wanted a true economy, we'd have a free market. We don't have a free market. People want to blame corruption of capitalism. It's corruption of the big corporations embedded with the government, making these laws that enslave us all. And when I see people scared to death to go out without a mask, scared to death to be near somebody, scared to death that they're going to die, this is terrorism of humanity. I know it's not true, but I can't make them believe that. And I've had 25 years of my life, I spent my life trying to empower people that they can heal themselves, you can be wealthy, you can be free. Most people don't want to hear it, but that's fine. Everybody has to change in their own time. But then I have people who have no background in any of that. I had friends unfriend me because I said masks are destroying us. It's a sign of submission. I kind of think it's a little bit of, I can't believe how much even common sense people don't have. You have to ask yourself, what are you fighting for the mask for? It's making us sicker, and it's doing something psychologically to us. It's control. They're controlling us. And so you can't fool me with the virus. Saw right through that. And then they're making all these laws. So I'm like, do you think it's great that the government gave us out checks? They're blowing up the economy. If we had a really balanced system of free market, we would end the Federal Reserve System. And if you don't know what that is, start reading. Read The Creature from Jekyll Island by G. Edward Griffin and learn what that has done to our economy. It's destroying us. The government has destroyed us. And what I realized, I never realized government was actually destroying us. Government means mind control. I learned that in studying the economics. Even at this point, when I was learning these things the last couple years, I just thought, that's fine. If they want to go down destruction, I can still leave. I can choose another path. But when this quarantine happened, I lost my rights. People called me irresponsible because I said we don't need the masks. I'm like, these people are under mind control. Now they say I'm with one political party because I don't agree with the masks. I'm like, open your eyes. This is what I didn't realize people were under hypnosis, and that our systems, the schooling system, the medical system that is controlled by big pharma and insurance companies. I saw through that years ago. They're pushing all their agendas, the vaccine agenda. It's horrifying. They've been making us sick with it. They're putting poisons in our food for years. And all these laws, the more laws they make, the more we lose our freedom, and people can't make a living anymore. The cost of living is so high because they print money. We don't have the market demand. If we had a free market, supply and demand would just self-regulate. We'd all have a fair shot. We could have savings and earn money on the savings, and not live in this stressful rat race, because the system doesn't work. It's so broken. It's so broken. It's been 100 years of corruption. We are not the American dream. And I just can't believe how the medical world, the government, the schooling has slowly, the media are criminals, has slowly hypnotized us into being a victim. And if I tell you right now, you can be, do, or have anything you want, the power is within you to own your health, to own your wealth, to own your mindset, to own your life, to be happy. We are only scratching at the magnificence of who we are. And I know this because I've discovered it for myself. I've seen it in other people. And I see how these old systems, I hope they're dying out, and I hope they don't become worse. They're destroying us. And it's time for us to wake up. And I use this platform, I started a YouTube channel just to give people ideas on creating better health, creating wealth, creating a better mindset to own their life out of happiness. And now I have to speak out because we're losing our freedom. And I cannot believe the people who don't see it. They don't even know what real freedom is. You're slowly choosing communism, and you don't see it. So if I, just for a moment, awakens your mind to something different, to maybe look at something else to learn more, then I did my job. I have to keep speaking up because I definitely see through the illusion, and I see people who don't, and I have to help wake people up. We're at a crossroads right now with humanity. And we can either embrace who we are as humanity and gain back our power, individual freedom, true empowerment to live our best lives, or we can go down the direction of destruction, is what the systems are taking us to. And it's not one political party or another. Guess what? There is a small group of people who have a lot of money who control it all. And they are guiding the system in a certain way. And until we wake up and take back our power, we won't be free. So I hope this woke up some people. If you want more information on anything I talked about, please comment below, like and subscribe, and I appreciate your time for listening.